Hello and welcome to Demo Play Thursday. We're on the PS4 with Through the Nightmares. As you can see, it says add to wishlist, so it gives some hints that it's a demo, but it doesn't specifically say it anywhere, does it? Let's have a look at settings. What do we get? A few languages, hopefully yours is there. Motion sensors, interesting, okay. Audio, sound, special effects, control speaker. Ooh! We turn the speaker on. So it may interrupt me, it may not, but this is nice. UI scale. Okay, it's 25% increments. Well, hopefully the game's going to teach us all that. So yeah, the PSN page describes this as essentially a hardcore platformer, and I do not do well with them. I'm not that kind of player. But if there's like a fast restart, kind of Super Meat Boy style, if it's very easy to restart, if it saves everywhere, if it's accessible, approachable, but still difficult, then maybe I'll give it a bit of a go. So I'm kind of curious about this demo myself, personally. It'd be nice to find one of these hardcore platforms that doesn't push me away if I'm bad at it. We've got some spooky rooms. Doesn't say exactly how many levels we're going to do in this demo, nor has it said if our save data is going to carry over. It looks like it's going to limit our progress. Okay, so if you're bad at the game, you're not going to be able to unlock the future stuff by the looks of it. Hopefully we'll see. Hopefully we can unlock the next part by just finishing the first part without collecting a certain amount of stuff, maybe. Yeah, this is a launch model PS4, and it's running pretty okay. If it gets real tough, then you might hear the PS4 in the background. But at the moment, it's not pushing it excessively hard. I kind of like this sort of cinematic opening to it. The Sandman. So Demo Play Thursday, the point isn't necessarily to finish the demo, but, you know, give it up to an hour or so. A lot of demos are perhaps under an hour, and so they will be shorter videos. If they are long demos, then we'll probably give it an hour and a half at most. Well, that was cool. But other than that, I'm not going to sit here and... Oh, I like that. Very approachable tutorial. Whoops. I didn't see it. Wondering if that yellow thing's helping us. It has Limbo vibes, doesn't it? R2. Oh, we go small. It's not crouch, it's a small button. The thing's moving in the background. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Very atmospheric, okay. One of these yellow points are maybe checkpoints? Don't know. Pressing down doesn't give us the ability to look down. Enjoying the music. Tell you, it does make a nice first impression, this. Ooh. Balls. Okay, no, not a pit of spikes. Oops. There we go. You have to hold down R2. I think we gotta wait. To the very last second, then go big and jump. We gotta pause here. Now wondering if this means this is a Unity game. The current state of Unity, the most recent releases of it or whatever, don't run well on a launch model PS4. Camping? Yeah. Well, that's cool. Restarts. Doesn't seem to be any time limits or any sort of leaderboard aspect. I do appreciate a nice, short, quick tutorial level. We got jump, big, small, some physics-based stuff. It was a decent introduction. So if you're curious about this, balls. Definitely one to consider checking out. There's a rock in the way. That rock right there. We've got to let that go down. No, we don't. Well, we can't go the other way. It's spikes. Okay, we can't that big. There we go. Don't quite have a double jump. Oh, damn. There we go. Ooh, new hazard. Something yellow floating as well. I wonder what that's going to be. Something to collect. Maybe more of those photographs. Huh? It said free. Don't know what that means. Oh, here we go. Like, we got that thing there. So that's gonna... That looks like that's a temporary checkpoint then. Okay. Oh, damn. Got my things wrong there. So my guess is when that finishes... See, I bet that yellow... I don't know. That yellow might be a checkpoint. Need to be big to jump, small, big. That's the last one of these. So we need to be small on that, big to jump. So, big to jump, small, land. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Timing's quite tight, what it feels like. I wonder if we press square we can do it elsewhere. Perhaps the yellow stuff isn't necessarily a checkpoint, perhaps it's just pointing us to the way. Yes! Has a nice satisfying explosion when we do it, that's nice. We'll go big to break that. Oh, that just held on. Oh man, how am I going to do this? Booms. So the checkpointing system is the thing that's difficult in this game. It's like the puzzle sections aren't going to be incredibly long. Like Super Meat Boy was kind of like one screen, or you know, close to that. So the checkpoint was always kind of the same screen you're on, but there was also everything was a lot smaller than this. Okay, we've done that. Very floaty as well. I don't feel like I got quite the accuracy I want from this jump. On land it works nice. It feels like I got a lot of responsive movement. But when it comes to precise jumping, I don't think it's quite there. Perhaps it's a bit too loose, maybe. But perhaps we're going to need that for layer puzzles. I do like when the music gets that little beat going in the background, that's nice. Yeah, for launch model PS4, it looks pretty good. So that's not something I can stand on then. So I've been trying to stand on, I think there was something to stand on, but not quite. If you're familiar with my videos, you'll know that my TV runs a little dark. I wonder if we were meant to bring that to the finish and not necessarily use it. But if we do use it, it becomes a checkpoint. Well, let's go to the room once. Let's check that out. What the? It's got eyes. It's weird. Googly eyes. Okay, so it does label what we have and haven't got. I'm curious to see if we go back, is that chest, you see that one on the left there, if that's still missing, or if that's going to reappear and we're going to have to do that one more time. But I want to try and bring that square thing to the end, if we can. Hopefully deaths are not going to be critical unless you're doing like trophies or speed runs. I got that wrong. There we go. No, I got that wrong. There we go. I'll try and pick that up and not press square. Oh, it was on our back. Okay. And that's not up there. So where that circle is now, that's where it used to be, so it's gone. So we don't have to worry about collecting stuff we've already collected before. I like that approach. Ooh. Damn. I can't remember what game it was, but I've definitely played one of these where if you restart level, you gotta collect everything one more time. All or nothing. I really don't remember what it was though. So long ago. Now us restarting and getting that back up there again isn't an issue for me. Like last time we did that so quickly and easy. Why can't we do it this time? At least the restarting at the checkpoint is super quick. My guess is they load the whole level in, which explains why the levels are probably small. And that's again not a negative. That makes it really easy to go back in and just keep trying and trying. Remember, I'm looking for one of these to be accessible, not to punish my mistakes, but to let me learn quickly and try again. Damn, why can't I make that jump this time? It's so weird. But we're getting there very, very regularly now. There we go. Square is a big thing on the screen. Oh, come on, don't freeze on me like that. There we go. So it remembered the other two were quartz. Nice. We'll do the next level. Random slow pauses. It does make me wonder if this is a Unity game. It's not the worst I've seen from Unity. Oh. They were too floaty. I kind of almost want a charge move where I press, for example, square, and like my character just, not exactly Super Saiyan, but it just makes the world around them brighter just for a few seconds. That's what I would like. There we go. Oh, damn it. Well, we're getting a little further each time, so it's not all bad. For some reason we rolled then instead of jumping. It's very bizarre. There we go. Calm down. I can't see anything. Oh, there's something up there. How do we get there? Aha, it's not telling us about the square because we already know that. Okay, that's fine with me. It'd be nice if the game was smart enough to, for example, if we played and then came back to it days later. It would be nice for that first level back if it did the press square stuff. Ooh, there we go. This size mechanic. Oh, thank goodness for that. I kind of like their approach to using it in platforming. It's big for jumps, small for landing. Almost gets a rhythm to it in that respect. But there we go. It's a raccoon. Someone chases after it. Okay. I'm pretty sure when this video goes out that this game isn't out yet. But if you do play this retail game in the end, it'd be nice to come back to the comments and let me know how it goes. Ooh. What is that? Some cool sparkly effects, that's for sure. That looked really nice. Oh, damn. I think we get a new ability. Okay, can't jump that. Just... There we go. Circle. Ah, smash. I'm guessing a smash isn't going to destroy any of these traps. Oh, come on. All these blades and spikes. Also just put Meat Boy graffiti somewhere. There's going to be something about timing we're missing. We're getting really close to that just from that small jump. You see what I mean by the jumps floatier than you want. Whereas the platforming on land is actually pretty responsive. Just the jumps that are, I think that's a little unsatisfying. There we go. Feels like momentum got me a little bit then. There's a difference between holding the jump or gently pressing it. I'm not noticing it. So we've got to go round to come back on that. Oh, we've got to go small. Nah. Ah. Come on. Oh, very lucky then. Messed that up. Unfortunately, to progress to the next level, you've got to at least finish the level. So I can't just skip this one. I've got to actually try and finish it for this video. There we go. Really doesn't last long because you got to be big to make the jump. You've got to be small to land it. No. I think I would like a checkpoint. Like if this had an easy mode, checkpoint would be a fantastic addition. There we go. I guess we're gonna collect that, haven't we? I went small too soon. Again, hitting small a little too soon here, making silly mistakes. They won 28 deaths already. It's not confident in the jump, that's the annoying thing. And if you don't just go first time, then you're out of luck, or you're out of sync with it. There you go. If I waited, then it's going to come back and hit me. I hit the jump, but it feels like it just didn't activate. I was moving perhaps. Damn, that one moves quicker than I do. Don't make that same mistake, thankfully. Oh, come on. I guess we can hear a bit more regularly. Aha! Ah, balls. There we go. Oh. Yeah, you see that purple thing? Or we can just get through the level. Two out of 3 ain't bad, and plus it gives us a chance in this demo to explore the other levels. It would have been nice if the demo had said how many levels there are. Oh! You bad guy. Not too sure where to go, if I'm honest. they'll go up because there's something to smash. Oh, trying to edge closer to that. See, there's something to get there. Oh, come on, get in there. That was lucky. No! Didn't work out how to get back up top there. I think destroying that blue section perhaps is the wrong thing to actually do. Now it's gone. Actually, can I just... Yeah, I can. I wonder if I can just jump to the middle there. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to time it with those spikes. Man, it's tough. But at the moment, it doesn't feel unfair, just tough. And thankfully, it's not shaming me for the deaths. I'm sure it's keeping track of them somewhere. I swear I'm hitting jump and it's not always jumping. I wonder if it is like some movement based thing that if you're moving certain speed or certain direction, it's not going to jump. There we go. That thing's going to shoot that red thing. That sucks. I think on this one we might have to use the checkpoint. Man, I just can't seem to get that timing right. Tried to do it just before it goes up, just after it comes down. Nothing seems to matter. Again, something about the jump there on those breakable platforms doesn't feel quite right. Aha! So it will see me as a little guy, okay. Damn it, I am trying. Oh, that covers, hides it. I need to get a really good jump to get most of the way across that breakable platform. No, there's wood in the way. So I gotta land, kinda. No, how that hit me? So on that platform, I gotta land pretty much in the middle, go small, and jump before it breaks. Of course, I forgot. Being small stops it from breaking. Okay. So, lesson learned. Did that shoot? Go big, small. Forgot to go big again to survive the jump. Ah! Stop panicking. Again, I forgot to go big. Come on, settle down. No! We made progress. We're going to be slapped down again. Oh, that works. I forgot to go big. Is there no way to jump back up there? There isn't. Oh, okay. Now I thought I could go down and protect myself. But nope, that's not the right move there. At least we're getting here much more regularly. It helps to remember that you can stay small and then go big when you jump. Damn, I was trying to get back up there before they respawned. Whew, if I cleared that. Damn, just avoided my one mistake to make another one. Well, that's not a good sign. There we go. Excuse me while I just put controller on charge. Alright. do like how it says add to wish list is the first option there. But let's return to the dream. Curses. Not giving up just yet. But it's a little frustrating that we're not going to be able to make progress until we defeat each level. So the game is gating you by your ability. If you're not good enough, then you're not going to be able to play the game, unfortunately. But that is kind of part and parcel of this genre though, that's the thing. You can't have one without the other typically. So this is the tough bit here. Problem solved. Stay small. Okay, we've got a new section here. Ta-da! Whew, boy, that's tough. I was looking for the raccoon, but the raccoon hides away. How many of these levels are we going to get? I doubt they're going to give us the full chapter. We're going to give us enough to collect all 8 memories, I wonder? Could not see where to go. Really couldn't, it was so dark. And there were spikes and spinny things. Well, got here. Got that. This does feel almost boss level-esque because of how many spiky things there are. There's a sign there that says bomb coming, so you can see what's up. That's up there. Oh damn, there's more than one of the spiky things. Binoculars. Honestly, don't feel like going for it. Barely hanging on as it is. I imagine that stuff is somewhat story critical. Like, you can play the levels. No! We were just there. Yeah, you can play the levels and the platforming is part of the game. But if you don't collect all the pieces, if you don't collect all the story, you're missing out on some aspect of the game. Nope. You see, I'm just trying to jump tippy toe every time. Yeah, and had a look, don't want to do it. No. I was clear, surely. Whew. Getting a little too quick for myself here. Not meant to speedrun it, but getting a little too confident, and I'm not actually clearing it. There we go, enough. Too confident too quickly, shall we say. There we go. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. There we go. what? Did we go through those blades or to the side? I don't know. That was cool though. Oh boy. What is that? Hopefully we'll get to that one next level if it's got a boss run. I don't think we're going to attack it, but we're probably going to run away from it. Thinks he found an easy prey. Spikes immediately by my feet. Nope, we'll go down there. What about learning patterns or remembering? Damn, I hit circle as well and it didn't just shoot down. Well, sometimes I'm not very good at the whole remembering patterns, but it's like getting enough experience so it becomes like muscle memory. Reflexes, that's the one I'm trying to think of. So it becomes a reflex because you know how to handle each thing that's coming up, even if you don't quite remember what the thing that's coming up is going to be. I'm falling through that log and I can't quite see it on my TV. What's wrong? I think this game having a brightness setting would have helped. Well, I thought it was better to take us out then. Ah, shoot. We just survived somehow. Only to be knocked out by having to go left towards him. Yeah, there's a hole in that log above the fire. There we go. This kind of stage always reminds me of, I think it's Rayman Origins or Rayman Legends, that first of the reboot of Rayman, where you had a few of these stages that were musical. Very well done they were. Bounced off it. At least we're getting there again, more frequent. At the moment, for me, I would say that yes, this is tough, but not unfair. But I don't think I could play more than like an hour at a time. I think it'd be one of those games where I will slowly make progress until I reach a point where I can't actually do it. My only hope is that I get enough of the story, or you know, I don't want to get so close to the end and then miss out on a tiny bit of story or the resolution. My hope is, and hopefully if you do play the game, if you know, is that the difficulty doesn't ever spike, that we can't complete the story. That timing is so tight. Is it too tight that it's not fair? I don't know. Could mean that we need to get a little bit quicker in this section here. Like, stop being small as soon as we need to. Like, as soon as he destroys that, go big. Give ourselves as much time as we can. There we go. Oh. I pressed R2. Oh, we can move. This makes no sense. Regardless. Huh? What does R2 do? R2 seems to break our fall. So we've got to slow us fall so we don't touch it or the walls. Oh, that's tricky. Because it spins. Thankfully the checkpoint's here. We need to get ahead of it at some point because it's just going to spin and do that. The camera doesn't. We're not meant to be that close to that stuff at the bottom there. We're meant to stay above it here because that's where the camera places us. So get above it. There we go. Oh. Get below it because the camera's pulling us below it. I thought I had it then, but I actually think we've got to stay above it twice. See, when it said R2, I initially thought it was some sort of quick time event. Oh, gotta hold it. Damn it. Get below it. Then get above it. Do we do it? X's for eyes, that's smart. Oh, thank goodness for that. It's not going to punish us there. But it's not over. Oh, wow. It's because I'm hitting the wall ever so slightly. I'm losing momentum. You can't just slam because you got to avoid the crystals. Of course, there's one in the middle, isn't there? I won't be able to get ahead of it. So I think I'm tumbling as well. Oh wow, we got further. Fools. Come on. I think we'll call it end of the demo of this. I'm kind of reaching my limit. I thought we just about got kept ahead of him there, but no. Yeah, I'm stubborn and I want to at least finish this. lean on as well. I'm leaning forward in my chair. Really want to try. You can't be too far either way. You really got to try and keep in the middle until the middle becomes dangerous. That was so close. See, I'm getting right to the edges, and that's what's doing me in. I was able to use some speed to get past him there, but wasn't exactly in control. Damn it. I'm trying to use the blue as a surface to maneuver on. But I don't think that's quite what I need to do. Or should do. No. That is unfair. Can't really see how I could have done that much better that time. I know I'm hitting the wall quite a bit there. There we go. But then I got too much speed to maneuver. Oh, thankfully the restart is so quick. And the checkpoint at least is fair at this section of the boss fight. Again, I'm trying not to get too one side, and it's almost punishing me for it. Like, I couldn't even see my character there. So we was so good there. We had one good run, and there's no like rewind feature in this either. It would be cool if like rewind was like easy mode. It kind of ruins the aspect of the game, but for me, there we go. I don't want to do another one. That's so tough now. We're getting to an hour. Oh, we did the demo. Alright. Thank you for playing our game. Okay, it's under development. Improving the game, adding new locations. Okay. Follow us on the socials. I mean, it's a shame that they couldn't put QR codes here to link to the socials. But then there's an aspect that you would have to maintain those socials throughout the lifespan of this demo. But hey, add it to the wishlist. I do appreciate that. That's nice. A shame there's no like trailer here or screenshots. Or even concept art would be fun. But as a demo, I think it does alright. Like I said, for me, my personal goal here was to see. I knew going in it was a tough platformer. What I want to know is it fair, or quote unquote fair? Are the restarts decent? Like, do I need to collect everything to progress? And it looks like all you need to do is finish the level and you can progress. And then you can go back and pick up anything you missed next time. I do like that. And this is a base PS4 though. restarting back at the checkpoints was very, very quick. So yeah, for me, I enjoyed myself. I did. Again, let me know in the comments if you get this, if you tried it, what your thoughts were. That'd be really nice. If you're more familiar with this tough platformer genre, where does it sit amongst those sort of games? I don't have the knowledge for that, so I can't say. But Through the Nightmares, definitely worth wishlisting, that's for sure. So, until the next Demo Play Thursday video, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists, shorts, or even live streams on YouTube. Or maybe I'll see you over at Ko-fi. As a small YouTube channel, we get no money from YouTube. But at Ko-fi, we can get donations as well as PayPal donations, but we also have subscription tiers, so maybe one of them will interest you. But wherever or whenever I see you again, please take care.